Florida generates more flood-damaged used cars than any other state. It also has the highest demand for cheap ones. That's not a coincidence. That's a pipeline. Maybe you're not even in Florida. Maybe you're in Georgia or the Carolinas or somewhere the used listing just says no accidents, clean title. Here's the part most buyers don't know. Florida isn't just where flood cars get damaged, it's also where a lot of the country's cheapest used inventory comes from. That combination means the same car that sat in standing water during a storm can end up back on the market in the same state or shipped somewhere else entirely with paperwork that looks completely normal. In a minute, I'll walk you through why Florida specifically has become the center of this pattern and the exact spots on a car where the damage still shows up even after a full detail. The common assumption is that a flood car stays near where it flooded, that if you're shopping outside a disaster zone, you're safe. That's not what's happening in 2026. Reporting this year describes Florida as sitting at the center of the flood car pipeline for two reasons at once. It's the state generating the most storm-damaged vehicles, and separately, it's the state with the highest demand for affordable used cars. That combination means Florida absorbs its own flood-damaged inventory instead of exporting all of it, so buyers shopping locally are shopping in the same pool the damaged cars are re-entering. Nationally, Carfax estimates as many as 45,000 vehicles were flood-damaged by storms this year alone, adding to an already estimated 482,000 flood-damaged vehicles on U.S. roads. Why does this keep happening instead of getting caught? Because a flood title can be washed. A car gets retitled through a state with looser salvage disclosure rules, and the flood history quietly disappears from the paperwork by the time it reaches a dealer lot. Reporting has specifically flagged this as a documented pattern following every major U.S. storm season, not a one-time event. Picture this. You find a listing in Florida, or a Florida-titled car that got shipped to a dealer near you. Price is fair, maybe even a little low for the mileage. Title says clean. It passes a basic test drive. 6 months later, the infotainment screen starts flickering. Then the power windows stop responding on one side. Then a mechanic pulls the door panel for something unrelated and finds silt residue in the door frame, evidence the car sat in water well past the floorboards. None of that shows up on a title that's already been washed clean. By this point, you're not dealing with a used car problem, you're dealing with a slow-motion electrical failure with no clear cause and no recourse, because on paper, this was always a normal car. Here's what actually matters if you're shopping used in Florida, or buying any car that was ever titled there, even if it's for sale in a totally different state now. First, pull the full title history, not just the current state's record. Look specifically for any prior Florida title, any gap in ownership history, or a title that was issued in a different state than where the car has clearly spent its life. Second, check the VIN against a flood-specific lookup, not just a general accident history. Flood damage and accident damage get flagged differently, and a no accidents report can still hide flood history. Third, physically inspect the low points of the car, under the carpet, under the spare tire well, inside the seat rail tracks, and around the seatbelt anchor bolts. Silt, rust, or a musty smell in these spots survives even a professional detail. Fourth, check every electrical component. Power windows, seat adjusters, infotainment, interior lights. Cycle all of them during the test drive. Water-damaged wiring often fails intermittently before it fails completely. Fifth, if the seller can't produce service records going back further than a year or 2 years, or the car was recently re-registered from Florida, treat that as a reason to get a pre-purchase inspection, not a reason to walk faster toward the deal. So the connection isn't coincidence. Florida makes the most flood-damaged cars and buys the most cheap used cars, which means its own market recirculates the problem. The verdict? This doesn't mean avoid Florida-titled cars entirely. It means treat any Florida title history as a reason to dig deeper before you buy, no matter where the car is sitting right now. The car doesn't have to be in a flood zone today to have a flood in its past. Check the title history before you check the price.